Okay, so this is another tutorial for a new tool that you guys are going to use, that it's called trim, and this is for making holes into surfaces. So what we're going to do is that we're going to open Rhinoceros, and we're going to choose small objects, centimeters. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to make a box, and then we're going to start creating holes around it, and that way we can simulate like a computer. So we're going to maximize the top view, and I'm going to start creating a rectangle. Remember that I should have snap and planner activated in order to do this. So I'm going to start at -20, 10, and I'm going to make 40 centimeters long and 20 centimeters wide. So here I created my rectangle. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to extrude this curve, extrude planar curve straight, and I'm going to make a box. So remember to read the command line, and it says select curves to extrude. So I'm going to select the curves, I'm going to press enter, and then I can go and extrude them 30 centimeters. So remember that on the front view I can count the 30 centimeters, and here I have my box. Okay, remember that if I right click on perspective, I can choose ghosted, so I can see a better view of the surfaces. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I have my PC or my computer case, and I'm going to start making holes that are going to simulate the ones that I have on my computer. So on the front view, what I'm seeing is actually the side view of the case. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw all my buttons and the holes on the right view. So I'm going to maximize the right view, and I'm going to start drawing different holes. So I can make a rectangle over here, okay, and then I'm going to make my with a circle. I'm going to make the jacks. These are pretty big, but you guys can make them smaller. Okay, it's for you to know. So I have the jacks over here. Then I probably have I can make an ellipse, and I can make the power button here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make holes out of these 4 curves. So the first thing I have to do is that I need to take them out of the case, because they're probably drawn inside. As you see, we have them here inside the box, so I'm going to have to take them out. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select these 4, and then you can either do it from the top or the front view. I will take them out of the box. Okay, very good. Now as you see, I have them over here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the tool called trim. It's located on the left panel. You can either click on it or type trim, and the command line says, okay, select the cutting objects that you would like to trim. So my cutting object, first thing would be this one, that is the CD case. Okay, now after you finish selecting the cutting object, press enter. Now here's the tricky part. Here you have to maximize the perspective, and you have to locate it as if you were perpendicular to the surface that you are going to cut. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm zooming in so I can assure that I am looking at perpendicular. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click inside, okay, and look, what I did was that I created a hole inside the box. Okay, now I have a hole inside the box. Now after you finish trimming, you can press escape so you can do it with another one. You're going to do the same with all your other holes, okay, and then you can start trimming. If when you trim it doesn't open a hole, it just disappears the whole box, then you can press Ctrl Z to go back and try it again. Okay, so here I was able to open this hole. Now I'll do this one. Okay, and I'm missing, remember to always put it perpendicular. Oh, put it perpendicular and cut. Very good. So now I have my holes. I have the 4 holes that I created. And then from there, you guys can start making some other stuff that you already know, like trim, like filleting the edges, like fillet the edges over here, and you can make a box that you can put inside. Oh, and here, if you have the button, here you have the 2 buttons, or the 2 jacks, and here you have the power button. What you do is that I can select these curves, select the curves that I used, and I can use this light bulb over here so I can hide them. Okay, now I can have my box here. Now if you guys want to add a couple more things, you can fillet the edges and start renderizing. Okay, so that was my presentation for trimming through surfaces. Now you guys can create yours. Okay. Video tutorial for you guys. In this case, I'm going to start talking about a tool called Trim that it can create holes in different surfaces. So let's open a new rhinoceros file. And we are going to choose small objects, centimeters. So basically what we're going to do here is that I'm going to create a very simple box, and I'm going to show you how to make holes in it. Okay, so I'm going to simulate a little computer so you can see that. So remember always to have the snap and the planner activated, okay, and snap should be disabled. Now I'm going to maximize the top view, and I'm going to make my box. So I'm going to start at the coordinate plane -20, 10, and I'm going to make it 40 centimeters long, and I'm going to make it 20 centimeters wide. Okay? Now, I have the curve, or the rectangle that I drew on the top view. Now this curve, I will extrude and make a box out of it. So remember that I should go to Solid, Extrude Planar Curve Straight, and the command line says Select Curves to Extrude. Now here, I will choose this curve and extrude it on the front view. I will extrude it 30 centimeters. Okay. Now, I have a box, and I can see it on the perspective view, that I have a box. Remember that if I right-click on perspective, I can choose ghosted, so I can see the surfaces.